Okay. Yes! Woohoo! I can drink again. We should be drinking wine. I'm drinking water.
But you just got through telling me you're so happy you're no longer drinking.
Actually, I don't think I'm going to go drinking again. I really don't. I don't think I'm going to start again. I really think I'm going to take a year off of drinking.
A year?
Yes.
What are we supposed to even do together?
Girl, this means I'll go to bed even earlier. Look, welcome to the Hey Frase podcast. We're your hosts, Sarah Fraser and Andrea Lopez Comedy. AJ's an impressionist. I'm a longtime TV host and radio personality. The podcast has been in existence 4 years this month. And just for that, we're playing the intro again. It all started, I was in radio for a long time, got my career start on a syndicated iHeartRadio show called The Kane Show. And then you could just see the writing on the wall with radio. And I always wanted to be my own host. So I was like, you know what? It's time to start my own podcast. I did. It's been amazing. Thousands of people download every week. We talk about our crazy lives, pop culture, listener submissions, and we have on some interesting guests. So thank you if you are just checking out the show. Huge thank you to everybody. Monday's show was super emotional. I just went through a miscarriage. And of course, you know, it's go big or go home in the Team Frabin family. So we didn't just have a miscarriage. We also had this molar pregnancy. So I just got I received a lot of messages from you guys like on social media with very encouraging words. But we do have this kind of bizarre thing, this molar pregnancy, which is really sort of rare. So essentially for 6 months, we absolutely cannot get pregnant because they have to monitor my HCG levels to make sure that they come back down to zero, because in crazy, crazy rare instances, this molar pregnancy, this placenta can start growing again in your uterus, and in rare cases can go to other parts of your body, and you have to take oral chemo and all this stuff, right? So anyway, I got this really nice email from Katie, and I thought this might be helpful because I know a lot of people listening to this show are on their own fertility journey. Luckily, AJ's only 25. You might want to just get knocked up. I mean, you know, the older you get, it really does get, you know, I thought I was so slick. I was like, you know what? I got knocked up the first time. I go, what is everyone talking about with this fertility journey being difficult?
You get married, you have sex, and boom, you're pregnant.
I know. I had sex one time. I'm like, this is all good, right? Okay. Don't be counting your chickens before they've hatched, because mine were a mess. All right. So Katie writes, hey, Sarah, obviously saw your Instagram story and saw the podcast about molar pregnancy. I don't know much about it, but I did want to share the Infertile Mafia podcast. They have an episode, number 68, where they interview someone who had a molar pregnancy. Their podcast is really great. I've been struggling to get pregnant myself for more than a year, and listening to their podcast has made me feel less alone in the struggle. Not to mention they are really funny and relatable. So sorry for your loss. I hope that this podcast can help even just a little bit, sending you lots of love and good thoughts. So thank you for that. I thought I'd pass it on. I'm going to go listen to it. I've never heard of their podcast, but
sure. Also in the podcast fam.
In the podcast fam, I always love that. So there is really a podcast about everything. It's amazing.
Oh, it gets as niche as warrior painting. You know what I'm talking about? Because my boyfriend, he paints. Yes, as Schmig knows. But I love that. And well, now I just lost my train of thought. But it was about podcasting. But how it's niche. Thank God that somebody has suggested this, because in our last episode we had mentioned that you joined a Facebook group.
Sorry, I was keeping time, but I've obviously started the timer way late, like 5 minutes.
Let me just say that. Okay, I'll finish my first train of thought. The first thing I was going to say is the Facebook group that you talked about last episode.
I could not. It's called My Molar Pregnancy Facebook group. They have the sweetest of intentions, but there are 3 women in there who post every fucking day about how their life is getting worse and worse. Ladies, I love you. Where's the moderator? I cannot go on.
Where's the happy ending? Like, we're trying to read this to help each other out, not to just make each other sad.
Oh my God, they're literally like, how is it that meth addicts, crack addicts, all these people have healthy pregnancies, and yet my placenta isn't going anywhere? I'm like, I can't read this any longer. I developed 19 cancers from this. I'm like, oh my God, I can't go on. I can't. Hi everyone, I've got 14 strands of cancer. 6 are coming back. I'm like, okay.
Too much.
Listen to
this new podcast. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, keep us updated with if it's funny and if it's enlightening. You know, we don't want to be down in the dumps.
No, and I want to remain positive. And here's the thing, like the worst case scenario that we've been told by the OBGYN is that any sort of this molar pregnancy, because it's not truly a cancer, but it acts like one, is that it's super treatable. So if you had to have chemo, it sucks, but it would be fine. And then you could still go on to get pregnant. And even if we can't, like I said on Monday, it's okay. Like we are okay. We're going to have a family. There are
a million other options for you.
So I cannot go on to these groups or listen to podcasts where life never seems to get better again.
Get better at all.
Let me tell
a lot of people like to dwell in the dumps. No. I've
got a Facebook group with 3,000 people, and seems like 2098 are real upset. So anyway, we're back. We're back. Okay, we launched there's like 3 things we want to talk about. We launched a Google Voice message service, essentially, so you could start, like, if you had like a longer question, comment, you could leave it and dial in. And let's just say it's got weird. Okay, word. All right.
We open one level of communication with you guys, and I don't know if it's for good or for bad.
People are texting shit just like hello. Okay. This is a phone message line. I'm not texting you back, okay? This is not like us texting back. I got another weird ass phone message from a guy named Ashton, who I think wanted to leave a message, who said he was from Fort Totten or whatever, and we met. I go, well, Ashton, where did we meet?
Oh, he reminded you of Fort Totten?
When the fuck was I in Fort Totten? Exactly.
That is one place I know nowhere in the DMV, but I do know that's on the Metro line. Fort Totten. No one ever goes to Fort Totten.
Yeah, thank you, sir. I have not been out to Fort Totten in years. Okay, I think he was getting ready to leave a voice message. Anyway, we're going to play those. Hysterical, you, of course, are back and forth from New York. We want to hear an update if there's any update on E. I don't even know how this is possible, but you also told me this week Iggy came up to visit you, and both of you, who are nearly 6 feet tall, slept in a twin-size bed, which seems like the most uncomfortable. I mean, I don't even know what. Like, I don't even know.
I definitely felt like I was back in my freshman dorm. So yeah, we'll get into that story.
And then we have to discuss a new show that's on TLC. TLC may now be my new favorite. Like, I don't know if I love them or hate them. I can't decide, because they have a new show called Plathville. No, it's called
Welcome to Plathville.
Welcome to Plathville, about a uber religious family that has like 16 kids. These kids have been homeschooled their entire lives, have lived under rocks, and they have one slutty daughter who can't wait to like leave them and get to LA.
But
it's so good.
But the parents, how would you describe our daughter?
Well,
normal. I'm going to let you take this one. She's like, well, she is our unique daughter. I will say that. I cannot with these family members.
I cannot either. There's 15 kids. These kids like milk the cows. I mean, they live like back in the 1800s. P.S. They live in like Cairo, Georgia. So they are exposed to civilization. And yet they all seem to stay on this ranch where they have never even tried Coca-Cola. So we need to discuss this show, because Dan and I tried to watch it together, and I was like,
this is how we want to raise our family, right?
Hell fucking no. I mean, these kids are so sheltered. People are living like this.
It's such good television. I have to applaud TLC. It just opens us to such a world. My 600-Pound Life, like all these shows, you're like, people live like this.
Which unfortunately no one has ever helped. You know, it's just that surly doctor who's like, you're fat. You'll always, I told you while you were on a diet, no more pizza. You want to die? And they're like, fuck you, doctor. What is his name?
Dr. Now.
Dr. Now, yeah.
Because no one can say his name. It's like Nausicaazekhan.
Yeah.
So they just say Dr. Now.
Dr. Now, I can't. My son loves to bring me 18 tacos every day. But you'll die.
Regardless, TLC, imagine being a producer. We honestly, if all else goes, like, we should just apply to be TLC producers.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, 100%. TLC, let's all their shows, 90 Day Fiancé.
Oh, drama.
Isn't it Married at First Sight, right? That one?
Yes. Which I don't even understand the premise. Like, I get it, the name, but it's never actually Married at First Sight. Like, I never understood that one. That's not one of my favorite ones. But this one has to be Welcome to Plathville. Plathville.
And then they had the Duggars, right? But the Duggars, I think, are off the air.
Yeah, because they had a little bit of a controvery. The son was
a creep.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think they are now off. But you can still follow them. They're all...
Did they do John and Kate +8 too? Didn't they do like
that? Was like TLC's first like love child of like a reality show meets like family dynamics, and now they have Outdaughtered, which is this couple that did it. How
many? Like they must have like 10 daughters or something.
I think they had 6 or quit. It was either 6 or 5, but all together because they wanted one more daughter, so they did the
IVF?
Yes. And then they ended up with like 5 daughters. So now it's 2 of them and 6 daughters because they had already another daughter. So anyways, I actually really like that show too.
My Strange Addiction. Hi, I'm eating my sofa because I love cushion. Like
another one. Another great one.
Can you imagine going into work every day? All right, what are you guys shooting today? Well, today we're shooting a woman that loves to eat her car tires. Like, I mean, like,
the diapers, the diaper lady. She was like, I just love how diapers taste. The woman who eats nail polish. Anyway, we could go on and on. But that's TLC for you.
What a network. What a
network.
All right, well, look, let's play these Google voice messages, which are a riot. So we have a Google phone number. Okay, here's the number, 202-596-5540. Okay. And I don't know. I got to stop answering them sometimes because I do. 202-596-5540. Yeah, poor Ashton was just trying to leave a message. I was like, who the hell is this? Fort Totten.
Who the hell is this?
202-596-5540 because it gets forwarded to my actual cell phone and then goes on to a voice message, right?
Oh, yes. Okay.
So sometimes I pick them up and people just want to leave a message, I think.
And they're like, "What? Why are you answering?" Okay, so we have flawed our own system.
Yes.
Okay.
So you can call and leave like any feedback. We do pineapple mail, of course, which is basically your thoughts, comments, concerns if you need advice. So you can leave a longer message. So where are we starting today?
I feel like we should just start with the breath because
this is so weird. Yeah.
They become so exasperated with leaving a message that all they have left for us is this.
Okay.
Ooh. Yeah, it's very fast, so you just gotta hear it out. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Oh, that's it.
Yeah, so that's it.
Okay, all right, got it.
It sounds almost like a thrust. I don't know. And then this one, I think, might be forever my favorite.
Okay.
Do we preface this one or we just play it?
Oh, this one is epic. I love this woman so much. And I don't know how this number is for a podcast, yet I feel like maybe someone has posted it on a Craigslist like service site that we are like helping people because this woman clearly needs some direction and we don't know it.
Yes, I just need to know the name of the shoe company that's in Montgomery Mall. Thank you. My number is... Yes, I just need to know the name of the shoe company that's in Montgomery Mall. Thank you. My number is...
Okay.
I have no idea. There's like a million. DSW, Nordstrom's has issues. What? Huh?
Well, at first I had thought we had put out there like, we love Hoka's because you always wear Hoka's. They're your walking shoes.
Got my Hoka's.
And then I was like, no, we never specified like where to get them, what to do. But she's just like, yo, where the fuck is this shoe store that we need to be going to?
Montgomery Mall? Don't know.
Specifically Montgomery Mall.
Foot Locker. There's all kinds of like sneaker stores now. It's hard to narrow down, ma'am. First floor, second floor, third. Have you got any sort of location? Which wing? Is it near a parking lot?
It's a broad question. We were hoping for a little bit more of a, like advice questions possibly. But hey, you know what? Our listeners, regardless, trust us, whether she found this number on Craigslist or what. They're looking for some help.
It's definitely on a site in Fort Totten because Ashton wanted to leave a message. So I was like, bye. And then I blocked him and I totally forgot that we gave out a Google phone number. I was like, Ashton, why the hell are you calling me?
So, okay. And if you wanted to hear the messages, you go and find them where? Not your phone. There's another place.
I get like a notice from Google Voice.
Right.
So it says like, oh, you have a new voice message. You have a new text message. Like people are texting the line too, but they're saying things like, hello, call me. Hi, are you there? No, I'm not writing back. Okay. We're busy. What do you want?
All right. So obviously now no one's going to call in. Please call us in with any questions, concerns, funny stories. Those are the ones we want. You know?
Those are the ones we want. Seriously. Anyway, okay, so tell me this. So what's the latest? We were going to talk about this Monday, but obviously we had a lot going on.
Right.
What's going on with E-News? We're waiting to hear from E-News. You obviously still work at BuzzFeed.
You're working BuzzFeed, still doing 5 different jobs. Yeah.
Always. You got to when you're first starting out. That's what I did for years. Pound the pavement.
It's so true. Pound the pavement. Whatever sticks, but you got to just put yourself out there as many times as possible. So we're still working with BuzzFeed, still working with E, but I auditioned for 3 different shows. Still crickets. You know what I'm saying? It's so promising when you walk out of an audition and you're like,
I just really want you to work for E because I am definitely going to get a job from you.
We've said this from the start, right? Whoever, sinking ships rise all, what is it?
Not sinking, no. Rising tides lift all ships. Sinking ships sinks other ones. What? No,
sinking
rising
ships
tides
rides all tides.
Rising tides lift all ships. Yes.
Okay, that's what I was talking about. So, yes, regardless, whoever gets the job first, yeah, we're hanging on each other's coattails, whatever it takes. But no word on E so far. So, I am still here. You know what I'm saying? Still setting up those lights, still carrying 50 billion tripods and cameras with me.
We make all these announcements on the show. We're like, so AJ will be back like once or twice a month. Yes, so far. And and then we had every intention of starting a third show, but like everything that's been going on in my life, I'm like, I have not been able to muster up the strength.
It has been so busy. We wanted to give updates on that. That's a huge life thing that just takes time, and we needed time to just kind of repair, restore, sleep it off.
Yes.
Yeah. But you're in a much better spirits.
Way better. I feel better every single day. I mean, I will say, since getting pregnant, I've loved not drinking. So I do think I'm going to take like a year and not drink.
God, wouldn't isn't that a change of events? I can't wait for my own self to say that, even though I can't believe that'll ever happen. But I love that you've turned over a new leaf.
I mean, I've been drinking since like high school. It's like I just need a break. I'm like
But you're not pounding them down. You're just,
but like
once,
weekly.
a couple weeks.
Yeah, like a couple nights a week. But the problem is like even a couple nights a week, and leading up to our wedding, as you know, we drank like so much, bachelorette parties and wine parties and all these things.
Yeah, it was a lot.
So I'm loving being sober, and I just don't miss it because even I think too, you realize you go out, you have like 2 drinks, you still don't sleep well. Like
right.
I don't have the Mexican genes, Hey,
even for me, it's catching up. Every Monday I walk in here like crawling almost. But yeah, no. So I support you. If you don't want to drink, it's okay. I'll drink for both of us.
I'm really not going to. I mean, Thanksgiving is going to be coming up. Obviously, Mama Frase is super excited to see me.
She wants some Chardonnay. She opens a bottle at 9.
Yes, she does. She loves having a glass. She always is like 11:30 noontime. She's like, let's just have a glass. Let's have a glass.
Why don't we have one glass?
Let's have one glass. Then we start drinking again at 3:30. I'm like, Mom, I can't take it. So this time she's actually like, okay, if you don't want to drink, I'm okay with that. We'll have ginger ale and cranberry juice at night with a wedge of lime. I'm like, okay.
Look at that little mocktail. That sounds good.
It's like the best. It's the best. So
ginger ale and cranberry juice. Okay, you're literally 80 years old. But anyways.
95 years old. Hi, yes.
You want some saltines
I'll
with that?
I'll have a blood orange spritzer, Yeah, and a saltine. Anyway.
Maybe some oatmeal for dessert.
How did Schmigs came up for the first time to New York, like to stay in your apartment.
Right.
And you 2 6-footers are sleeping in a twin-size bed?
You make us sound like Swedish. Like
you guys are
Norwegian.
gigantuan together. You're huge.
Spartan race.
You guys could be like a basketball team. You could kick it off.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, then you should see both his and I coordinate. Okay. Anyways, I won't even get into that. We were celebrating our 3-year anniversary of being together. And
wow, good for you guys. 3 freaking years, AJ. That's awesome.
I can't believe it. I know. So he came up to New York first time. He drives like
amazing.
Kind of like an old man. When you're from a small town, you get really scared for New York traffic. But he made it. He survived. We had a great weekend. And then he walked into my room. I would just say that his expectations were already not high for my apartment because when I FaceTime him, he kind of sees it. But in FaceTime, it's kind of hard to see the dimensions.
Right.
You're only seeing the little 2-inch screen, so it doesn't seem like a lot. So he walks in straight up. I probably think from like his arm to arm, he could touch either wall. So for him, it was like, it was a surprise. Also, he lives in Virginia. He pays, I think, a little bit more than me, but has like 3 times the size of my apartment. My room is the size of his closet, straight up. My room in New York is the size of his walk-in closet.
Oh my God.
In Virginia. Just to give you a little bit of an idea. So he freaked out over that. And then, yes, I have a twin-size bed with drawers underneath, okay? Because you have to save space wherever you can.
But you live in an awesome neighborhood. I mean, you live in like Williamsburg, right next to all the like hot happening Domino Park. Like you're living...
It's a great location.
Yeah, it's an awesome location.
And it's great, I think, even if you're like single, because you're just staying in your room to sleep and then you're out. Like you're not spending a lot of time in your apartment. So... regardless, we did the first night we have a pull-out couch, which turns into like a big, massive queen-size bed.
Okay, got it.
So the first night we slept on that, and then the second night, I think we were so tired. We had just been drinking all day. We went to a Fordham tailgate.
I love how you do it. Okay, go for it.
Went to a Fordham tailgate all day, and then we ended the night at like 8 o'clock because we were just dead, and we fell asleep on the twin-size bed. I woke up like literally. My face was in his disgusting, smelly pits. I woke up just like my face was in his pits.
Oh, God, that's the worst. Because Dan now uses natural deodorant and it's...
Oh, the both of you? Oh, you cannot even be talking.
Mine smells straight like a deli. Like, honest to God. Like, if we did a deli, like, Hey Frase challenge...
If you did it...
No, honestly, and it was the worst when I had to go for surgery, like for this procedure. You can't wear any. No, you can't wear anything. And I literally thought to myself, they are going to take out video camera and like video the woman that smelled like salami. Like they are going to make fun of me. Like they're going to be like, oh, check out this chick. If you guys could only smell her. I did. I was actually taking antibacterial wipes while like with an IV in and trying to like collect my pits.
I'm surprised you weren't putting lemon wedges on there because that's your usual go-to.
I was trying to do anything and I was like, oh my God, nurse, I'm so sorry. And she's like, don't worry. And she's like, no, it's fine. We've smelled worse.
Yeah,
I'm like,
you could see right through her.
Okay, short of a person from 600 Pound Life who hasn't like sprayed their crevices, this is really bad. That's where I was at.
You have no flaps, but yet it smelled like flaps. Somehow the salami was like flapping around in there. I don't know what. But yeah, so yes, twin size bed, waking up with like a guy that's like 6'4". It's a little, you're gonna be crammed in some uncomfortable positions, but we made it. That's also the good thing about drinking is you kind of just like fall asleep. See, I don't have sleeping problems when I drink. I'm just like dead asleep.
I'm so jealous.
So I woke up. But although also we had a dog. We had a corgi who's like probably weighs like 30 pounds. He's a fat dog. So anyways, he was just like on my face the whole night.
Okay.
Oh, it brought me back to my freshman year dorm life. But fun time all around. But yeah, he probably won't be coming or he'll sleep on the couch. I'll sleep in my twin size bed. But
how's it going with your roommate?
Everything's been so great. She's been in theater. So I went to go see her High School Musical. She was in High School Musical, like a musical
she's like
play.
An actress?
Yeah, like she has a job, but for fun and a huge hobby of hers is theater. So she does a lot of theater. The only thing that happened this weekend was that she wanted to take Yogi out, which is Iggy's dog. He brought it up. And we were gone all day at tailgate, but we had taken the dog out before, but we were going to come back at like 9 and like walk him. But he was in the cage, but she wasn't feeling well. So she was home all day. She's like, let me walk the dog. She locks herself out of the apartment.
Oh, God.
So, and we're an hour and a half away all the way up in like Bronx area. And if you guys know, Brooklyn is on the opposite side of the city. So she called me and I was like, I'm an hour and a half away. I'll try to get back as soon as possible. But let me just say, it's an hour and a half. You know, you got to take the train. And
it's
the train,
a nightmare, yes. The trains are so slow in New York, I think. Like to get out to like from the Bronx, it's
just such a big city. Regardless of how long you're waiting, it's just such an expansive city that you like to take anywhere from anywhere. It's going to be. So we rushed back Saturday night. And I felt so bad because she's sitting outside. Like it's freezing. She had to be at the restaurant. The restaurant was like, get out. You can't be here with the dog. So she comes back to the apartment and she's sitting in the vestibule stoop area. And I just felt so bad. So we don't even so anyways, needless to say, we're getting a spare. We're putting it in a spare key bank up the street. But is that so annoying for her to be like wanting to do such a nice thing, walk the dog? But no, she's awesome. She's been so cool. And
you know what? And watch that bitch make it, right? Here she is out here like doing theater in her part-time. She'll probably become the biggest goddamn Broadway star. And you and I'll be like, you know, standing outside of E, handing out flyers. Hey guys, tune in tonight to Pop of the Night. You know, and we'll be like, and then you're going to be like, guess what? I'm starring in Mean Girls. You know,
I'll be totally supportive. It's just so funny because like,
will you?
When
I'll be bitter. I'll be like,
oh, you bitter bitch. We'll be fine. It's funny. When I did the audition, I told the guy, I was like, sir, you don't even have to book me. Just let me intern at E. Like I was finding any way in. I was like,
oh yeah, exactly.
Sir, I edit. I do off camera. I've got my friend here who is like, we're the team of the century. You just need to book us.
Well, what's amazing to me is you tell me that people go in and audition and don't even know pop culture and then openly admit in their interview they don't watch television.
Right.
They're just like I'm blown.
I think they're just hot models that get booked for these auditions just because they're hot, but they have no substance. I was like, look, I don't look like a runway model, but I have substance and I can talk to you about Daily Pop, whatever you want me to talk about. Like that's all I'm telling him. But these girls don't even watch television.
Who goes to an audition and actually admits
pop culture?
That's like, I cannot imagine. But we've had interns like that too. They're like,
true. It's like, one,
I've never listened to like a
here?
podcast. It's
You're like, squeeze me? What?
I know.
Why would you not even try to impress them? I would be like taking it out of my ass. Like, oh yeah, I saw a recent show on PBS and I love that. Just make up anything.
Do your research. I mean, like before you go, like turn on E for one day prior and go, you know, I love that guy, Jason Kennedy. What a guy.
Drop a couple names.
Like anything.
Yeah.
But you said they openly will sit there and admit, I don't know anything about pop culture.
I could not believe it.
Bitch, you are not getting the job.
But watch them get the job over me. I'll be like, are you shitting me? I mean, They had a teleprompter up. It really was just know pop culture and know how to read.
Well, a teleprompter isn't easy. You know, like running
For
a prompter.
some people, it's I didn't have to run my own though. You know,
but even reading and making it sound natural is like it's not easy.
I tell you, my little short stint in news when I was running the prompter, it helped me. It helped me.
There you go. Yeah, you did. You learned that.
Oh, what are we at? Like 35 minutes?
Close. Look, I want to thank a couple of our sponsors. Then we're going to talk about Welcome to Plathville and some pop culture news for you. Okay, so we have to thank, of course, we love Dr. Neem from Horizon Fibroid Center of Horizon Vascular Specialists. If you or someone you know has been diagnosed with fibroids, it's important that you understand all of your fibroid treatment options. Now, Dr. Neem is the fibroid expert at Horizon Fibroids. You can go to his website and book a free consultation. Go to horizonfibroids.com. Or call to schedule a consultation today at 301-762-0277. Now, they have locations in Rockville, Germantown, or Frederick, Maryland. 3 convenient locations for you. Here's the deal. It's almost like 80% of women sometime in their lifetime before the age of 50 will be diagnosed with a fibroid, but lots of times we're misdiagnosed. So sometimes people think it's like a ovarian cyst. Some people think it's just heavy periods. That's not always the case. So if you are having extremely heavy periods, if you're having extremely heavy cramping, you should definitely give them a call. They take all insurance. It's 100% covered. Go to horizonfibroids.com or call today 301-762-0277. Also, Dr. Mary from Total Dental Care MD. She's amazing, full service dentist and periodontist. Love her. TotalDentalCareMD.com is the website. I see her for my dentist. She takes everyone from patients from 3 years old to 90 years old, and they never shame you. It is a women-owned business, which we are all about. You can go for $99 right now. You get the exams, you get the bite wing exams, the whole thing. Just tell them that the Hey Frase podcast sent you. And the best part is Mary works with like every single insurance, so she's so awesome. Definitely go and check out Total Dental Care MD. H, do you have Best Fiends?
Yes. Game app alert. Best Fiends is for all ages, but it is made for adults. And if you haven't already downloaded the app, do your girl Age a favor and head to your app store. Free downloads for Best Fiends. So what's the app about? Let me tell you. As you collect characters, you then build your own army to strategically play puzzles and move on up to different levels. The 5-star rated app Best Fiends constantly adds new levels every month, so there's no chance you'll get bored of the same level. You can collect characters, play different puzzles, and level up. And if you and your family or friends are competitive together, you can play Best Fiends against each other, or you guys can actually share tips and tricks to help each other level up. If you guys commute to work or either subway, Lyft rides, you know what I'm talking about. There's a perfect opportunity to play Best Fiends. No internet is required. This goes for kids too. Fun game for them on long car rides, especially with the holiday traveling coming up. Best Fiends is a clean, fun, interactive game that kids and teens can enjoy too. Engage your brain with fun puzzles and collect tons of cute characters. And trust me, with over 100 million downloads, this 5-star rated mobile puzzle game is a must play. So download Best Fiends free on the Apple App Store or Google Play. That's friends without the R. Best Fiends, Fiends.
All right, so welcome to Plathville. You know, that's really talk about that. Welcome to Plathville. All right, so we're sitting like I'm recovering, right? November 15th, this new show launches on TLC about a family in Cairo, Georgia. And I don't even know how many kids they have, 12, 15. But the best part is they have one daughter, Mariah, who like desperately wants to move to California. She's like the outcast of the family. She's like a total hooker. She can't wait to get out and like slut it up. It's on Tuesday nights on TLC at 10 p.m. But the rest of the family is like super PG, okay? So they're doing a 6-episode run. Their children are homeschooled. They also work on a farm doing chores. And the parents like are super. They have a 55-acre farm in South Georgia. The family doesn't believe in having technology, TV, or sodas. Okay, so the first episode, one of the kids like also breaks away, marries this stunning. And by the way, it's this weird colony of just blondes, right? It's almost as though
blonde, blue-eyed.
Oh, it's so weird, right? It's like you're in some sort of Norwegian film that you can't escape. It's just this whole like tribe of incredibly like Nordic, like blonde people. So one of the brothers is like 19 or 20, ends up marrying this woman that he meets like in their town who's like gorgeous, right?
Yeah.
They move in together. They have this like sweet house already. How are these people? I got to move to Georgia because they already
Everything
purchased.
is affordable. Like they already have a house that they're 20 years old.
They're 20 years old. They live in this like amazing home, right? And they like go to work every day. I don't even know what he does, okay? And she works. Then she comes home at night and gets him to like drink alcohol for the first time in a Coke. And it's like so crazy. You're like, this can't be real. And he's like, oh, it's all, but the problem is I am trying to like this show, but it's almost like he's dull. He's like, oh, Coca-Cola. Like, I've never had one of these. It's like Forrest Gump. You're just like, what the hell?
It doesn't bother him at all that he has not tried anything. He has no idea what Cinderella is. Whenever she tries to bring up like old quotes from movies, he's like, I don't know what you're talking about.
They never let them watch any Disney films. They've never seen any Disney films. They've never had television. They have no idea what an iPhone is. It's crazy. It's almost so like sheltered. You're like, is this real?
What if TLC just created all these like they actually casted each one of these family members and just had them lie about it? Because I would almost believe that more than believing that these kids they live in a neighboring town that's next to all of technology and everything, like normal life. But yet their parents have been able to shelter them. But you wanted to play the clip where he tries Coke for the first time.
This is when he tries Coke. And
it's Coca-Cola, not the drug.
In episode 1, if you have seen this show, you have to like message us. You can follow us at Hey Frase on Instagram, at Andrea Lopez Comedy. You have to let us know your thoughts, okay? Because also the parents said that they would not come to their wedding if they served alcohol. Who wants to go to a sober wedding? So this kid didn't even try alcohol. Like the wife is like feeding him margaritas after. He's like, oh, I love a margarita. Like he's like so sheltered.
I just can't believe it's not real.
Is it weird though? I don't find this like funny. You know what I'm saying? I don't find it amusing that like some people are like, oh, it's so pure. This show is wonderful. Like it's great that people live like this. Is it just weird to me? I just find it sad. Like who wants to go through life and not experience everything there is?
I agree with that, but watching these kids, they don't seem bothered. Like, they're like, I think my parents are the greatest people to ever live. Like, I love them and I respect them for sheltering us.
Yeah, but they don't seem bothered because they don't know that life exists out there. I mean, this would be like finding out that, you know, you've lived 20 years waking up from Indonesia and there's airplanes and you don't have to take a train across country. Like, I mean, you know.
A lot of the times the Amish, when they have the Rumspringa, they come back because they're like, I'm not ready for that life. Like, I've been sheltered so long. And some of them are like, fuck yeah, Rumspringa! Like, I'm never going back. And then they love it. But I think a lot of these kids, the only one that's leaving forever, is Mariah.
She's going to head out to LA, become a cokehead and a stripper, and I can't wait. Like,
She's going to have a spin-off reality show.
I can't wait till the parents come out to like LA in their minivan, and then she's just like at Scores, like, Mom, Dad. Like,
do you think, wow.
Yeah, and she's like, these guys are trash. Like, I don't even know. I don't get along with my parents. They're nuts. Like, she's like the only one that's like, she's like, yeah, I've snuck out. Like, I've seen a cell phone. You're like, ooh, you've seen a cell phone.
And by dressing like a slut, she's not dressing like a slut. She has like a puka shell necklace and like a tank top.
And then the other sister who's like 14 who does all of Mariah's work is I was like, Mariah's so lazy. Like, I have to make all the meals. I'm like, girl, stand up and say no. And she's like, but you know, and they're all like, yes, the youngest one is such a great child. I'm like, honey, you're over here making 18 pounds of mac and cheese while Mariah's living her best life. I mean, like, what? It's like, play this clip. So this is, who is this? Is this Josiah or who is this?
This is their oldest son. What is this? This might be Ethan. Ethan tries Coca-Cola for the first time with his wife. I find it hard to believe that the family allowed him to get married.
I hope the season finale is them getting high. Like, that would be...
It would be... Their heads would combust. Like, I don't even think it would be okay for their sanity.
Trying a Coke. He's lived 19 years on this earth. No, he's never had a Coke.
By the time I was 20 years old, I had never had a Coke before. I really had no idea what it would taste like.
I took a video of it. I'll remember it forever.
Yeah. This is my first Coke.
Oh, God.
First Coke. My first
Coke. Really good.
Hey, cheers.
I liked it. I really did like it. I saved my little can. I'm gonna like write the date on it. And 20 years old, my first Coke. I liked it.
I liked it. I don't know if you're aware, but if you head down to the 7-Eleven, there's dozens more. You don't have to hold on. This ain't a rarity.
Do you find it weird that like the young wife to Ethan, she's okay with that? She likes introducing all these things to him, like Coke. And she's like cheersing him at their
Yeah, it seems weird to me. It seems like she's oddly attracted to him
because he has no idea.
Right. And I feel like this is like such a gateway of like, okay, you know what? Tonight we're going to smoke crystal meth. Like,
tonight, I think you should use butt plugs. And then she's like, I filmed it. And he's like, I liked it. Like ends up loving everything. Tonight.
You did a great God, you're good at those impressions. You really are. That is your thing. That was so good. That you like nailed them both. Do it again.
Oh God. What else could he try?
I'm going to electric shock your penis.
Tonight, I'm going to use a strap on you. And then he's grinning. And I liked it.
Oh my God. This show is epic. Tuesday night at 10 p.m. We are not getting endorsements for this, but we should. Like, if you that was the best endorsement of all time. They should pay us for that.
Honestly, yes. TLC probably be like, we wouldn't have said those exact words with like butt plugs, but like, you're going to get people to watch it. Straight up. You've got to go see what Ethan looks like because his wife is stunning and she looks like, also like she belongs in the family as well. Like they look kind of similar.
I think it's got to be staged. I mean, it's like you've driven up in Georgia, which is a very diverse state, by the way. And yet they found this Nordic colony of beautiful blondes. And Mariah looks like a movie star already.
She really does.
I mean, these kids aren't homely that they've been out shoveling shit. You know, like these kids are beautiful. I'm like, this cannot be real.
And the reason why it's staged is why would this family open up the world, which they've done such a big job to shelter their kids, and now they're just opening it up. They also have a YouTube channel, apparently.
They do?
That they do all these like musical quartets together, and the parents watch it. I think that's how they were found.
Really? Oh my God, we gotta go. We gotta go look at that. All right, I wanted to hit it up. Two other stories really quick. Did you see this where lash lice is now becoming more common in eyelash extensions? Because people are getting eyelash extensions, eyelash perms, and then they don't want to wash their eyes. They don't want to put anything on it because they want to keep the beautiful curl. So therefore, like gunk, film, like
X on there.
And if you have dirty hair, lice loves dirty hair. So you have dirty eye hair and they like attach to that.
No one else itching your eyes? Like, that's disgusting. And now we have to put on eyelash extensions, which, by the way, takes like an hour and a half to actually put on. Like, the procedure takes over an hour.
But then once you get the eyelash extensions, because I had the, but it wasn't an eyelash extension.
The Yume
right.
lash lift.
And they do tell you for like a week or something not to, not in a week, I think it's like a couple days, not to put anything on them.
You can still clean your face. Like, have a little bit of like, hygiene. Like
I agree.
And you can go get your lashes filled. If you're already gonna do it and pay for it, you might as well just do the lash. Continue doing it. You have to go in and it's like getting acrylic nails. You got to go get them filled.
Symptoms of demodex, which is what they're calling it, may include itchiness, redness, and inflammation. Much like the common head lice, eyelash lice live on oily hair follicles and can be transferred from person to person. They say because most adults don't get lice unless you're around like little kids, people go weeks not realizing what it is and feel like they have some sort of rash or something like that, but they actually have lice. I've actually had eyelash lice, and it is, you know it. Like I've had, in high school, I had chickenpox, and then I got like lice, like everywhere.
Okay, I'm sorry. I don't know what you guys do in Maine, but okay, you just dropped the biggest bomb.
Welcome to Fraseville. Yeah, the TLC ought to do a show on me. Yeah.
What the? I know. What do you mean you had lash life and it never went to your head? You just they only festered on your eyelashes.
Mine could be, why do I have this disease? And like we could start with everything. Molar pregnancy, lash lice. No, I had lice in my head as well. Like we had a lice outbreak in my high school.
Okay, normal.
But then I had lice in my eyebrows and eyelashes, and I had pubic lice. I didn't even realize. I was like, why am I like itching so bad? And then my mom was doing a mayonnaise treatment.
Close it down.
She looked at my eyes.
Shut the fucking mic off.
She's like, wait a sec. You have like a layer of eggs on your eyelash. Yes. So then I had to go to the eye doctor and get like a special treatment. Yeah. And then I was
How
like,
old were you? What is this, 13? Ew!
I was itching my crotch away, and I had pubic lice as well. Yeah, I've basically had crabs. It's
Wait a minute. If that took that long, usually you can tell within like 3 days. You're like, ow, my scalp is itchy. You had it festering, and it jumped from not only your scalp to your eyebrows to your lashes to your mother effing vagina. And you're over here scratching like, I wonder what's itchy. Are you shitting me? Your whole family, Sethy didn't get lice?
No, because Seth had short hair. So like,
I don't care.
I had like long hair. Like, so I don't think Seth ended up getting it. They had to like bomb the house.
What about your mom?
She had short hair too. So it like got into all the long hair and it was laying eggs like all in my, I know. I don't think I had great hygiene back then.
Okay, well, we have learned so much. You know, I just when I think I know everything about you, you don't.
Oh, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. So there you go. Just heads up.
Heads up. Go to a clean place to get your lashes.
Would you get a marijuana Christmas tree? It's the hottest thing this year. So fake marijuana
the
tree.
hottest
Look,
thing.
and I'm just itching my head. You know what? Oh, and my pubes itch too.
Oh.
People are putting up weed Christmas trees to celebrate the holiday season. Would you get one?
I mean, yes, but you need like it's got to be a budding one. I don't want the leaves. The leaves are useless.
Look at these things. They're massive.
Okay, that is not real. Christmas trees from Home Depot already cost like $125. You know how much that one costs?
I know. It's all like weed buds. This is so
fake.
epic.
That looks like...
Smoking Gear. At Smoking Gear sells giant weed Christmas trees. So there you go. And you can decorate it. And it's like all buds. And it's like a fake weed tree.
Oh, it's fake.
Yeah, it's fake. People are using their real plants, but they're also now buying fake marijuana trees. Yeah.
I would like it to be mixed like a little marijuana smell with like some balsam fir. I feel like that would actually smell really good.
Oh, that could smell really nice. Okay, yeah, here it is. Weed Christmas tree ideas, and they're fake ones now that you can buy.
Okay, marijuana leaves are really pretty. I could see it.
Yeah.
I mean, they look a little weedy, but like, you know, like weeds from the garden.
I mean, it looks like marijuana, you know.
Now, you last year had a Charlie Brown Christmas tree. I mean, it was nothing. It was like 2 spurs on there, right?
Yeah, we did a little one at our house, which I don't think we'll do this year.
Oh, I forget. You guys aren't even at your house for Christmas.
I know.
Okay, well, it doesn't really matter. But yeah, I mean, this would be a step up from your tree. So
Should
truly.
surprise Dan with a weed tree.
Dan would be like, what's this? Like no emotion at all about it. Like, interesting.
Final story. I know you don't care about this, but I want to know if anyone is going to buy Robin Crawford. Okay, so for the past like week and a half, you know, when I was like recovering from my surgery, I was reading everything about Robin Crawford, who was Whitney Houston's lesbian lover. There's been accusations for years, but now Robin Crawford has the book out, a new memoir, A Song for You, where she confesses that for 2 years they had a lesbian relationship, although they did not title it that. Like, I am
What did they
so
title it?
interested.
They were just best friends.
They were just best friends, and then they just started having sex. And they never, like, labeled it. They just were, like, in love. And then Whitney ended it when she got a music contract because she knew that people would not accept her. And, like, Robin tells all. Like, how they started doing drugs together, and then they would put limitations on it, but Whitney would always break those limitations. Definitely she believed that Whitney was being abused at points by Bobby Brown. And... yeah, it was crazy. Like, she's ended up now marrying a woman that she's with. They have 2 children together. At one point, she even worked at like a farm to get out of the music industry and a tennis club. So now she's writing a book to finally set it straight.
Wow.
I know.
She's tell-all books.
I know.
They're popping up everywhere.
I think it's great, though, because there's been so many rumors about this. And Whitney Houston's family, for what, you know... You can't like judge people, but they're very clearly very homophobic. I mean, for years they've denied that Whitney was gay, that ever had a relationship. And Robin's coming out and saying that, yes, it's true. Robin says in 2001, Whitney herself called a rehab center and a doctor trying to figure out how she could best get in. She says that Whitney meant it and Whitney knew that she had an issue, but things just had become so dark.
I think Whitney was such a tortured soul, and I'm really sad that she never felt like she could be open about really anything or any feelings. She was just constantly tortured by whatever, even though she was so talented.
Never seemed to get how. It's so hard because like it seems as though, and I've watched all the Whitney documentaries, like it seems as though the mom, you know, Sissy Houston was so, I think, proud of her daughter, but also really jealous at the same time because her career didn't take off and Whitney was so big. And then, you know, poor Whitney had the pressure of like supporting all of her brothers and sisters, her parent, you know, Bobby Brown. It was so much pressure. And, you know, Robin just talks about the spiral of drug abuse that just kept happening. So the documentary was Whitney, Can I Be Me, which is so amazing.
Wow.
I know. It's
When's
really
the tell-all book? It's already available.
I believe it's already available. Yeah, you can already buy it on Amazon. I was amazed that she came out and wrote this book because it's been years and years and years of speculation.
Right. And just now.
Yeah, just now. And she said that it was just her time to like set the record straight, which is amazing. Yeah, you can buy it $14.95 on or $21 in hardcover.
At least give us a hardcover though. That's
hardcover at first. $14.99 for Kindle.
$29.99 is what I would have priced it. Okay. She's telling all. I mean, come on.
I know. And I would buy that book too. I have so many books to read. I've got to read Ronan Farrow's Catch and Kill. I mean, I have to read them all.
So many books. Oh, you made this old jingle that was like Ronan Farrow's my dear friend, and I just remember. If you guys missed that one, a new listener, Sarah did a.
Last year we did a pair for Baby It's Cold because you're not supposed to play that song anymore.
Right. God, it's been a year.
Do you care about that? Does anyone care? Now I hear people play.
No,
I hear
people
radio
are still
stations. I
playing it
know.
again.
It's so stupid. It's so dumb. Like no one gives an F.
But if you go back either on your social or YouTube, you did a remake
with
to
Adam,
Baby It's
with
Cold
All
Outside
Day
with
Adam.
All Day Adam. You stared at him. You're like, Robin Farrow's my dear friend. And now whenever I hear
and then he
Robin,
goes, my life will surely end. I'll resurrect it.
All right, please resurrect it because we got to bring that back.
Oh my God. All right, Age. Love you guys so much. We'll be back with new shows. Thank you for all of your well wishes over the past couple of weeks. It's been awesome. More to come. Definitely follow us on social media at Hey Frage, at Andrea Lopez Comedy, and tell somebody who's never heard about the podcast about it. We love you guys so much. Bye, everybody. Love you. Thank you. Rock the Casbah.
Hey, Fraser, like it.
Hey, Fraser, like it.
Rock the Casbah. Rock the Casbah.